My video for March the 29th, 2020 is video number 3410. The title is International Racketeering Syndicate. The IRS is a scam, along with the IMF and many other 3- and 4-letter agencies in our international mind control network that has been operating for a long time on this planet. Those behind the scam are demonic as I see them, and they are the swamp, as Donald Trump likes to call the syndicate. Recently, I received a quote by 2 men I never heard of before, John Nichols and Robert McCheney. They said, quote, "In the United States, both the Republican and Democratic parties, with only a few prominent exceptions, have been and are in the pay of the corporate media and communication giants," end quote. It reminds me of another quotation, "War is a racket." That was a speech in a 1935 short book by Smedley D. Butler, a retired United States Marine Corps Major General and 2-time Medal of Honor recipient. Based on his career military experience, Butler discusses how business interests commercially benefit, such as war profiteering from warfare. How much longer will we have to endure the endless propaganda on this planet that so many of my friends say is just an illusion? Yes, I met with a couple of friends yesterday, and the illusion thing keeps coming up. And in fact, my one friend said that it's going to be another 1,000 years or more before we see the age of Aquarius. Now, remember the song, The Dawning of the Age of Aquarius? I thought we were literally back when that song came out, which is what, 30, 40 years ago? I don't know exactly the date that it came out, but I thought we were entering into the age of Aquarius then. But now some people are saying that it's going to be another 1,000 or more years before the age of Aquarius actually gets here. I don't know who makes these things up, who are the so-called experts, when all of our experts, or a vast majority of them, are on the payroll of those individuals, whatever they are, demons or fallen angels or just satanic ritual abusers of little children or whatever. These are the people that have risen, or I don't know, to me it's not, they haven't even risen, they've been in power for generations, at the very least, generations going back centuries. It's the same elite establishment that claims to be rulers and have received some divine right of kings and princes and other corporate heads that run the corporations known as government, which is a mind control system, as I keep on saying. And this scam has been going on and on and on, being perpetrated, and we are all the victims. Now, ironically, yesterday, and it's continuing today with 2 more, I must have received at least 10 or 12 messages from people saying, avoid ibuprofen, or also known as Advil, because it exacerbates the virus and creates pneumonia, and of course people die. All right, that's what's actually killing people, not the Advil, but the pneumonia is killing people. Stay away from Advil. Now, that I don't think I've ever in my entire history received the same video from so many of my Facebook friends as I did that particular one. It has to be, if not a dozen by now, perhaps even more than a dozen of my friends have sent that to me, warning me, don't take it. Well, I don't know. I don't take any over-the-counter or prescription drugs, and I refuse to. My friend who said it's just an illusion said, and he's had, he takes, both of my friends that I met with yesterday take some drugs, prescription drugs. As I've said in other videos, I just don't want to touch them because of what I witnessed firsthand with my own father, who died just past his 54th birthday. And he was on so many prescription drugs, it was insane. But folks, the planet is insane. If there is a God, that's an insane proposition too. I know. Hearing that from me, for people that don't know, I've been a friend of God since I was a little boy. My parents told me when I was 18, they gave me to God before they got married. And I was born 9 months and 4 days later. I know those of you that listen all the time know that, because I've said it over and over and over again. And I've tried to warn people as I've become acquainted with some of the BS that mainstream media puts out, and realizing that it's just bullshit, I pull my hair out. Thankfully, I still have a lot of it. Because people are so brainwashed by what we've been told in our schools, on the media, everywhere. We've been fed a list of lies that don't make sense. Now, I don't know about Advil or ibuprofen. As I said, I don't do those things. And I don't know about a lot of things that I get online. I do know that I don't trust CNN or NBC or MSNBC or even Fox. I only do very limited viewership. But I know something is wrong, and I don't want to wait 1,000 years. I'm not going to be alive. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive 10 years from now. I might. I'm in fairly good health. I mean, I do have, as I've said so many times, the issue with numb feet. That's my litmus test for God. God, I've been praying now for 4 years, over 4 years. I've been praying, take the numbness out of my feet. Take the numbness out. That's how I know you're answering prayer. When the numbness disappears, then I'll know that you're hearing me. Then I'll know that you're responding. And no is not a response. Wait is not a response. I know I've said that over and over as well, because these are issues, personal issues, that keep coming up and reminding me that reality is what we experience. Now, my friends who say it's just an illusion say, no, we experience what we expect. Well, I expected that by 2011, 2012, we were going to have the kingdom of heaven on earth. I expected that. Did it happen? No. Obama came, and at first I thought, well, this is the time frame. So he's got to be the one that's going to usher it in. But of course, it didn't take me very long to realize he was just a part of the scam, part of the Racketeering Syndicate. It was just another part of it. And so many others. I don't know about Trump. I don't know. I find it interesting that so many people hate him And he has been perhaps the most, oh God, I went over time. I apologize for that, but I do thank you for listening. Namaste.